And please apply in person. The Cheyenne Eagle Butte School is looking for the following positions for the 2018-2019 school year: a high school fine arts teacher, elementary gifted and talented teacher, third grade teacher, primary school, upper elementary, junior high, and high school native cultural and language instructor, special education director, junior high and high school education technician teacher, residential life manager, upper elementary PE teacher, school janitors, and home living assistant. For more information, contact Cheyenne at 964-8777. The Walworth County Jail is now hiring for a full-time correctional officer. Wage starts at $15.15 per hour with benefits. Pick up an application at the Walworth County Jail or Walworth County Sheriff's Office. With questions, call Justin Youngworth at 649-7600 or 649-1015. The position will be open until filled. The McLaughlin School is looking for a certified high school science teacher with a $1,000 sign-on bonus for the 2018-2019 school year. They're also looking for substitute teachers. Applications can be found at mclaughlin.k12.sc.us/employment. With questions, contact Ann at 823-4484, extension 201. Did you know that production workers at Dairy Concepts in Pollock earn up to 25 paid days off during their first year of employment, receive a $500 sign-on bonus payable after 90 days, and a $1,000 bonus paid after 1 year? Don't forget, production workers have weekends off and the wage starts at $14.96 per hour. There's a night bonus and excellent benefits package. Apply online at dairyconcepts.com/careers. Keyword production worker. With questions, call 889-2312, extension 10. The Good Samaritan Society in Selby is now hiring for a director of nursing services, part-time cook, and full-time and part-time RNs, LPNs, and CNAs. CNA certification classes are available. Benefits include paid time off, employee discounts, advancement opportunities, and flexible scheduling, as well as health, dental, vision, and life insurance, retirement, and HSA accounts. Apply online at good-sam.com/careers or call 649-7663. The Good Samaritan Society in Selby is an equal opportunity employer. The West Winds Health Service has an opening for an RN or LPN position. A home health nurse must be willing to travel a 40-mile radius around the Timberlake, Eagle Butte area. There's travel reimbursement, dental, and health insurance benefits, and a comparable pay. Call 964-2000 for more information. The Hovan Equity Exchange is hiring for a full-time position with competitive wages and benefits offered. To learn more about this position or for an application, call 948-2226 or stop by the Hovan Equity Exchange and speak to Bob. C&B Operations in Selby is now hiring an ag equipment sales representative responsible for the growth and continued development of ag equipment sales while ensuring customer satisfaction, competitive pay, benefits, insurance, and clothing allowance. Contact or send your resume to C&B Operations in Selby. Attention Josh, 2408 Main Street in Selby. Or you can call the office at 649-7665. This position will be open until filled.
Monday, October 22nd, Faith Livestock in Faith, South Dakota, over 10,000 head of high-quality calves will sell. Here's a few lists of the consigners. Walters Ranch, 450 black calves. Lutz Ranch, 400 black calves. Pierman, 400 calves. Smith, 360 calves. Longbreak, 300 black calves. Syme, 275 steers. Kyle, 200 black steers. Brook Ranch, 250 black steers. Ellingson, 230 black calves. Wilcox, 225 black steers. Williams, 225 black and red calves. Pease and Scogan, 225 black and black baldy calves. Pierman, 220 black calves. Arthur, 220 black calves. Hassan, 220 black calves. Star, 215 black steers. Hall Ranch, 200 black steers. Miles, 200 black steers. Just to name a few. For a complete listing, go to faithlivestock.com. You can watch our sales live or bid online at cattleusa.com. Call the office at 605-967-2200. Over 10,000 head of high-quality calves off Reputation Ranches sell Monday, October 22nd, Faith Livestock in Faith, South Dakota.
Hi, this is Andy Shue, Sports Director for the Dakota Radio Group, reminding you that we'll have football coverage on Thursday night and the first round of the playoffs. On Star 99, starting at 6:30, live from Webster, Spencer Gosh will have the call as North Border takes on Webster area. That's at 99.5 FM. On KMLO 100.7 FM, Cole Havens will have Potter County and Britton Hecla starting at 6. And on KOLY AM 1300, I will be in Groton as Mobridge Pollock takes on Groton area. When you can't make it to the game, you can always count on the stations of the Dakota Radio Group for the live play-by-play. Also, these games can be viewed on YouTube.
Backed by popular demand, steak fry, fun night and gun raffle. At the Selby Golf Course Friday night happy hour, 5 p.m., steak fry, 6 p.m. Bring your family and friends and join us for a great steak and lots of fun. Friday at the Selby Golf Course. Hope to see you there.
Right now, 4-H clubs are starting a new year. I want you to have as much fun as I do in 4-H. This year, I'm going to learn about woodworking, cooking, and first aid. I'm even going to go to the 4-H camp or attend shooting sports and learn how to shoot an arrow. My 4-H leaders helped me learn things like how to give a speech. I was scared at first, but everybody clapped and cheered for me. It made me feel really good. Come on, what are you waiting for? Give 649-7607 a call to learn more, and you can join too. This message has been brought to you by Jacqueline Connect of the Busy Bluebird 4-H Club of Waldorf County.
This message has been brought to you by Marinville Insurance, Selby Vet Service, Thompson's Trucks and Autos, Campbell County Bank, Harriet Sporting Center, Huber & Son, Pets and Stuff, Key Insurance, Campbell County Insurance, and Prassic Diesel.
My name is Porter, and I'm a Clover Bud from Waldorf County. Did you know the 4 H's in 4-H stand for head, heart, hands, and health? 4-H rocks.
This is the American Ag Network. I'm Rusty Halverson with a recap of Thursday's market activity. Kirsten Rawl will have the final settlements coming up in just a bit. We lost ground once again in the grain and oilseed sector on Thursday. The ag weather forecast calling for mainly dry conditions over the next 10 days to favor harvest activity in the heart of the Corn Belt. Across the southern plains, some more rain is in store for the region through the end of the week. Heaviest amounts Oklahoma and in Texas. Planting and emergence rates both near average for winter wheat. In the northern plains, drier and milder conditions through the weekend will favor harvest progress. No precipitation is indicated through the end of October. Meanwhile, in the southeastern U.S., scattered light rain in store through the end of the week. That overall pattern should favor recovery efforts in areas that were hurt by Hurricane Michael in the past week. Meanwhile, Argentine farmers are likely to switch some acreage to soybean planting at the expense of corn because of the new export taxes on both crops. That, according to INTL FC Stone. U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross said on Wednesday, trade negotiations with China appear to have taken a brief pause. He dampened expectations that the countries would make substantial progress toward an agreement at an upcoming G20 meeting in November. China's soybean imports are set to drop by a quarter in the last 3 months of 2018. Meanwhile, for livestock at the Merck and cattle and hog futures, we saw some minus signs on the day. Once again, cattle on feed report will be coming out Friday afternoon. Average guess on feed up 6.3% compared to a year ago. Kirsten Rawl has the final settlements coming up next.
Acre to acre, year to year, generation to generation, nobody scrutinizes performance like you do. And acre to acre, year to year, generation to generation, nobody delivers consistent performance like Asgrow, the highest yielding soybean seed in the U.S., offering 100% exclusive genetics and innovation to keep you farming out in front. Ask your dealer how much further you can grow when Asgrow leads the way. Performance may vary. Always read and follow grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
One year it could be moisture stress, another pythium or nematodes. So you need your soybeans to rise ready for whatever the season holds. Now, one simple decision provides coverage on 4 fronts. The Acceleron portfolio, fungicides, insecticides, bioenhancers, and an industry-leading nematicide that strikes where nematodes attack. This season, rise stronger with Acceleron seed treatment products. Learn more at acceleronsas.com/rise ready. Performance may vary. It's important to use proper PPE when handling treated seed.
For the grain and oilseed sector, November soybeans down 22 1/4 at 863 1/2. January down 22 at 877 3/4. December corn down 3 1/2 at 370 3/4. March down 3 1/2 at 383. For the wheats, Minneapolis spring wheat December down 3 1/4 at 585. Kansas City wheat December down 6 1/4 at 514 3/4. Chicago wheat December down 4 1/2 at 513. For livestock at the Merck in live cattle futures, October up 15 at 113.07, December down 20 at 117.17. In feeder cattle futures, October $1.17 higher at 155.25, November $1.07 lower at 154.42. In lean hog futures, December down 2.40 at 52.30, February 2.35 lower at 60.22. For cash hogs, Zimbrota down $2 at $38 per hundredweight. I'm Kirsten Rawl for the American Ag Network.
Hey, all you DQ fans, come see us this Thursday and buy your favorite Blizzard. Dairy Queen in Mobridge is donating $1 from every Blizzard purchase to the New Hope Cancer Foundation. Help us help those diagnosed with cancer in our surrounding communities. Come in this Thursday, get the classic flavors or indulge in the seasonal flavors you've been waiting for, like the delicious pumpkin pie or my favorite Oreo hot cocoa Blizzard. We're doing it all day this Thursday, October 18th at Dairy Queen in Mobridge.
Scarecrow, hello. Haunted House is once again open for the season. Come on in and see the monsters, freaks, and terror. But that's the reason. October 19th and 20th from 7 to midnight, and then again the next weekend. Same time, same amount of fear. The moon almost full, and that's when the creatures will be out of the haze. You'll see them clear. The little ones can come to the house from 2 to 4 on the last day. Bring a non-perishable food item and get $2 knocked off the price. Be afraid, to be scared, to be on the edge of insanity. Wouldn't that be nice?
The community calendar is brought to you by West River Telecommunications. Flu shots today at the A.H. Brown Public Library for those over the age of 18, brought to you by Walworth County Community Health and the Mobridge Regional Hospital, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Please bring your insurance card, Medicaid or Medicare card, or $35 if you're paying on your own. Please have exact change, or you can make your check payable to Walworth County Community Health. There are flu shots being given today at the Harriet Clinic, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Catch the spirit of the hunt, the Knights of Columbus 51st Annual Hunters Roast Pork and Dressing Feed on Friday, October 19th at the Hoban American Legion Hall. Doors will open and serving starts at 6 p.m. $15 for ages 12 and up, $7 for ages 5 to 11. There will be tickets at the door, no advance tickets. The American Legion Club's Mixed Fun Night fundraiser is Friday, October 19th at the American Legion Lounge in Mobridge. Doors open at 5, meal starts at 6. All night long there will be drawings, raffles, and games. Chicken and meatball dinner, $10 donation for the dinner. And the 20th annual Selby Harvest Craft Show is Saturday, October 20th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., all up and down Main Street in Selby. More information and details are on their Facebook page. Search Selby Harvest Craft Show. Cut costs and your expensive cable bill and start enjoying unlimited streaming with WRT. Enjoy the area's fastest internet, now available with or without a phone line. Plus, receive a free $50 gift card for Sling TV, Netflix, or Hulu when you sign up for Wi-Fi, increase your internet speed, and or drop your landline phone. Call 845-3100 or stop by the office on Grand Crossing in Mobridge. Make the cuts and gain more with WRT.
This coverage of Mobridge Tiger sports. This game can also be heard anywhere around the world at drgnews.com. It's time for the pregame. Here's Andy Shue.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Groton tonight. It's a rematch. A couple of weeks ago, this game went down to the wire. Final score 28-26. Groton area got the win, and that was pretty much the tiebreaker, putting us here in Groton instead of having Groton come to us. So it was a dramatic finish all the way down to the wire. We're looking forward to a very good game tonight. When I say we, I mean me and Garrett Young here tonight. Good to have you along.
Good
Thank
to be
you
here.
for coming. Hey, we got great sponsors, too. I hope everybody gets a chance to say thank you to Gas and Goodies of Mobridge, McClellan Swanson Dental Office, Heartland Waste Management, Cahill Bauer and Associates, Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, Jensen Rock and Sand, Lucky's Gas and More, Bridge City Marina. I almost said Mobridge. Bridge City Marina, State Farm and your State Farm agent, Doug Heil, Oahe Car Wash, West River Telecommunications, Taco John's, and concerned citizens of Walworth County. We also want to say our player of the game tonight brought to you by Merkel's Foods. The scoreboard all night long brought to you by Vision Care Associates. And just before kickoff, I want to remind you the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to avoid a kiss with death. Always plan a designated driver. Tonight's officials, the law on the field, is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. And we're going to hear from them right now. We'll come back. We'll meet tonight's officials.
Shine, the state senior health insurance program and the Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection are fighting fraud and abuse in the healthcare system. If you have Medicare, you can help by guarding your Medicare number. Don't share it with anybody who contacts you by telephone, email, or in person. Medicare will never contact you for your Medicare number or other personal information. To report potential fraud, waste, or abuse, call Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986. That's 1-800-300-1986.
Well, we got some of the best in the state going tonight. The referee tonight is Scott Deitch. Umpire is Terry Deitch. Back judge is Patrick Deitch Jr. Line judge is Scott Bartholomew. And the linesman is going to be Brad Gower. You weren't around when Groton came to Mobridge Pollock, and so there's a few things that maybe you want to know about this, Garrett. And one of the things is that this game went down to 5 seconds on the clock. Mobridge Pollock was driving. They had the ball on the 2-yard line, and they throw a quick pass out to the wide receiver, Braxton Albers. He gets stuck on the 2, puts his knee down, time ran out, and that's how the game ended. 2-point victory for Groton. The thing that was kind of interesting towards the middle of the game, it was really sloppy. A lot of penalties, a lot of pass interferences, a lot of jumping off sides, and the big drives that either team had were conducive to a 3rd down and long and getting a penalty and getting a 1st down off it. So it could be one of those things. It was, it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, so this might be that they're now at this point of the season where they're not going to make those silly mistakes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like by what you're saying. You know, if both teams can not have those big penalties against them, that's going to give them a huge advantage. I think this game tonight is going to come down to penalties. We've got 2 evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
So whoever can have the least amount of penalties, I think is going to become the winner.
Yeah, the nice thing about you is you're from the area. You know a lot of these kids around here. Groton for years has been known for a lot of speed. And I'm talking about the Shabazz boys, and they've got another one in the backfield tonight. They are just lightning fast, aren't they?
They definitely are. They're some of the fastest kids that I've seen play throughout the whole state. So I've seen a lot of games in my time, coached some games. So I'm kind of excited to see how these kids can run too. So.
Yeah, and they have a quarterback that likes to go play action a lot and also keep a lot. He likes to keep the ball. In fact, he leads the team in rushing, which is kind of unusual for a team that has that kind of speed in the backfield. So it's going to be very interesting tonight. If Mobridge Pollock doesn't play defense discipline defense, it's going to be a long night for them. On the other side, they had troubles keeping up with the Mobridge Pollock passing game the last time they played. Their D-backs were confused, and there was a lot of open people. So if Mobridge has got the ability to pass with this gale force win, it could be interesting there too.
Yeah, definitely. The way it sounds, Groton probably watched their film, probably studied up on that, what they got to do to better that. Let's see if Mobridge can kind of switch things up for them as well and get a little play action, a little run game going before they get established with the pass so early.
All right. Well, we got a chance to sit down with a senior from Mobridge Pollock and, of course, Coach Gehring talked to us too. We've got those interviews back at the studio. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll have our first interview coming back right here. You're listening to KOLY AM 1300.
Hey, perfect commercial break. Fall is my favorite time of the year. It's back to school, back to sports, basically back to a schedule. But you know what always fits into my schedule? Pizza and wings from Gas and Goodies. Perfectly melted cheese, fresh hot wings, and my favorite sauce. The Gas and Goodies special of the month, 1-topping pizza, 12 wings for only $17.99. Pick up the phone. Call it in. It's 845-7695. It's perfect. Pizza and wings. Now back to the game.
Back for the opening kickoff.
When looking for dental care, trust the team at McQuillan Swanson Dental to take care of your entire family's dental needs. Whether it's a checkup, whitening, or cosmetic dentistry, Dr. Mark McQuillan and Dr. Tom Swanson can make sure your dental work is done efficiently and affordable at McQuillan Swanson Dental. To learn more about our facility or schedule an appointment, give us a call at 845-7222 at McQuillan Swanson Dental, here for all of your family's dental needs. McQuillan Swanson Dental, 845-7222 at McQuillan Swanson Dental, here for all of your family's dental needs. McQuillan Swanson Dental, 845-7222 at McQuillan Swanson Dental, here for all of your family's dental needs. McQuillan Swanson Dental, 845-7222 at McQuillan Swanson Dental, here for all of your family's dental needs.
Grandpa, does Heartland Waste service a lot of people?
Stryker, Heartland Waste services over 16,000 people weekly in South and North Dakota, along with several hundred commercial and rural customers.
Grandpa, do you think I would make a good garbage man?
Well, Stryker, do you think that you could work in temperatures from 100 above to minus 30 below in rain, snow, moving tons of garbage a day?
Grandpa, I think I'll sign my brother up instead.
Stryker, you'd be great in management.
Heartland Waste Management, for your waste needs. Call 845-5056.
It's football season!
It sure is, and Cahill Bauer and Associates is proud to sponsor this year's broadcast of the games.
Does that mean we can stay home and listen to the Tigers play on the radio?
Yep, but we are going to support our team just like Cahill Bauer and Associates supports the community and our customers. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock Tiger football team the best in the season from all of us at Cahill Bauer and Associates in Mobridge.
Go get 'em, Tigers!
Welcome back from the break. We're going to start our pregame tonight with Noah Fireheisen, senior from Mobridge Pollock. And Noah, you've seen these guys. There shouldn't be any reason to get a motivational speech. It should be burned in the back of your mind that you guys were beaten by 2 feet the last time, basically. So motivation aside, how has practice this week been, and how are you guys feeling coming in?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good. We've been practicing harder than ever. We really want to win. We haven't won a playoff game since 2010. And yeah, we've just been practicing. We've watched a lot of film, making sure that we are going to fix what we didn't do. We're going to contain, and we're not going to get burned deep anymore.
You play defensive end sometimes outside linebacker. Depends on what you're in. You've got a pretty important role against a team that likes to go outside a lot. Not only with Shabazz and Hingham, but also their quarterback. He likes to run a lot too. So when you're playing defensive end, what are you keying right then?
Well, last time they did a little quick pitch and got outside of me, they scored a touchdown. So I'm going to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen anymore. I'm going to contain pretty hard, make sure nothing goes outside. Everything's going to be cut inside for them, and a linebacker will be there to get it.
On the offensive side, they put you in the last couple of games tight against the line, and you're playing a blocking tight end. Is there a chance maybe you're going to break out and get some passes thrown at you this game?
Yeah, it's possible. I guess they like to keep me in there to block. We have a smaller line, so they like to keep me in there to help do that. Groton likes to bring a lot of guys, strong front, so it's nice for me to stay in there and help block for our quarterback, give him some time. We have some great wide receivers. But yeah, we do have some plays where I might get out there, catch a few balls. Sometimes I even go out and spread. So
let's talk a little bit about this being your senior year and how important it would be, how nice it would be to get a win in the playoffs and advance to the second round and maybe even get into the third round. For a senior playing football, you're always thinking from your freshman year on through about getting to that state championship game, and this is part of it. Tell me a little bit about the feeling right now as a senior.
Well, it's crazy that I'm even here. I can't believe it. These next few games, they're my last. It's sad. But yeah, I really want to win. Like I said earlier, haven't won a playoff game since 2010. Haven't beat Groton in about 16 games. So I'd really like to beat them. I'd really like to make it as far as we can, be one of the better teams that Mobridge has seen in the past couple years. And yeah, if we did make it to the state championship, that'd be amazing. That's the dream for me. But yeah.
All right. Hey, good luck. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be back in 3 minutes right here. This is Star 99, or KOLY AM 1300, rather.
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our #1 priority. If you need medical care, then trust our team. Dr. Donald Lusick, surgeon, Dr. Travis Henderson, and Dr. Josh Henderson in internal medicine. For family and women's health, including obstetrics, you can trust Dr. Robert Marciano, Dr. Matt Schaefer, Heather Olson, Leslie Graff, Karen Freeling, Candida Gehring, Jesse Norder, and Dory Voidy. Good luck, teams, in the game from our team to yours at Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics.
Dad, at college we learned that every good business has a mission statement. Does Jensen Rock and Sand have one?
Of course we do. Our mission statement is to provide quality products and services, exceed our customers' expectations, and create a good working environment for our employees.
Wow, that's exactly what we do. I guess having a mission statement isn't important as actually doing what you say.
Grace, you're so smart.
I get it from you, Dad.
For your commercial, agriculture, and residential construction projects, call Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge, Aberdeen, Eagle Butte, Gettysburg, Faulkton, or Fort Yates.
It's a win-win situation at Lucky's Gas and More, where you support the Mobridge Pollock Tigers and Lady Tigers. Just bring in a program from a recent Mobridge Pollock Tigers football or volleyball match and save 5 cents a gallon on your gas purchase at Lucky's Gas and More. It's simple. Just cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers to victory and save 5 cents a gallon on gas at Lucky's Gas and More by bringing in any sports program from the past 5 days. They're proud to support the Tigers and proud to serve you at Lucky's Gas and More in Mobridge.
It's football season. It is, but it's also fall fishing season. That's right, the fish are biting and it's pretty exciting. Not as exciting as the action of the football field though, right? If you like action of the fall bite, make sure to stop by Bridge City Marina for all your bait, gas, convenience store items, and of course, great fishing advice. And if you want to hear great football action, tune in to our football games on the radio all season long. Bridge City Marina is a proud supporter of this broadcast and wishes the Mobridge Pollock football team the best of luck this year.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
Call State Farm agent Doug Heil of Mobridge at 845-3603.
What's wrong? There's nothing wrong, just different. My owner took me through the automatic car wash at Oahe Wash, and I've never been so clean. So why are you so fidgety? It not only leaves my outside squeaky clean and shiny, but it took care of my every nook and cranny underneath, too. You mean even the tailpipe? Yep, even the tailpipe.
Get your car clean from bottom to top with the automatic car wash starting at just $7. Or use their manual wash and do it yourself at Oahe Car Wash in Mobridge.
Ooh, this feels great.
Hey, welcome back from the break. We're going to talk right now with Coach Gary. And Coach, you prepare for the playoffs, and you want to give the team a kind of a feel of it just being another week, another football game, so on and so forth. But this is special, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Mobridge Pollock, we haven't won a playoff game since 2010, and we're looking forward to a second chance at Groton, and it's win or go home, and the kids are excited about it.
Yeah, you don't have to give a big rah-rah speech because it was, 5 inches that you guys lost to the last time and 5 seconds on the clock. So that's got to be burned in the back of their head. That's got to be motivation enough, right?
Absolutely. We talked to the kids, let's not lose by 2 feet. Let's win by 2 touchdowns. So that's a little bit of motivation. And just a simple fact that we haven't beaten Groton in, 14 years or whatever. And, just a mixture of a bunch of things that are motivating the kids. So they're looking forward to the game.
You have an injury, Chasing Hawk. He goes down. He's not going to be able to play this Thursday, probably. Even if you move on, he's probably done with a broken collarbone. Has that affected anything? Is somebody going to have to really step up now?
Yeah, we did lose Jace for the season. He was a great linebacker for us and a key player for us on defense. But we have a couple kids that are ready to step up, and Jimmy Richards and Hudson Filler will both fill in real well at the linebacker spot.
On the offensive side, it seemed like against McLaughlin, you guys were clicking on all cylinders. You ran the ball really good. The passes were as sharp as I've seen, and I don't know if that's because the defense for McLaughlin wasn't really covering receivers very well, but they were sharp. They were right on the money. So that's got to give you some real inspiration coming into Thursday's game.
Yeah, that is true. And against Sisseton too in these last few games, we started running the ball and we used the running game to set up play action, and it's been working for us, and the timing and with the quarterback and receivers has been a lot better in practice, and it has been an improvement over the last few games.
And I got to say the biggest improvement from game 1 to now is your offensive line has really stepped up and has really improved. They're giving time for their quarterback. They're making holes for the running game. You got to take your hats off to those guys up front that they've really worked hard this season.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gelling, and they're picking up blitzes a lot better, and they're just playing as a good unit right now.
Groton area. They've got speed in the backfield. They've got a couple of guys outside, and they've got a pretty good quarterback that's able to tuck the ball and run. Defensively, it's going to be all hands on deck, I imagine.
Yeah, we're kind of keying on take Hinman out of the game. He's the guy who scored 3 touchdowns on us, and the quarterback does do a good job of running the ball too. We're just gonna make sure we're not misaligned. A couple touchdowns that they scored, we just weren't lined up right. We didn't have the right guys on their right guys, and they took advantage of it. And we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
All right, good luck, Coach. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be back in 3 minutes right here on Star 99.
All of us at Key Insurance are proud to support Mobridge Pollock Athletics and the keys to success. Whether it's auto, home, farm or ranch, commercial, life, or health insurance, we will be there for your key moments of life. Stop by our office at 210 East Grand Crossing and see what our team can do for you, or give us a call at 605-845-3664. Key Insurance of Mobridge, your key to service.
Cut costs and your expensive TV bill. Watch your favorite TV shows, sports, local channels, and movies using WRT's Wi-Fi. Plus, earn WRT cash back. Members received on average $340 in real cash back. Plus, receive a free $50 gift card for Sling TV, Netflix, or Hulu when you sign up for Wi-Fi, increase your speed, and or drop your landline phone. Call 845-3100 or stop by the office on Grand Crossing in Mobridge. Make the cuts and gain co-op cash with WRT.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken or new sirloin steak or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the fourth quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
Attention taxpayers of Walworth County. On November 6th, you'll be asked to vote on the proposed jail bond. I am Roger Thorsonson, urging you to vote no, and here's why. As a retired banker, I know you should not buy something you cannot afford. The proposed bond would be $700,000 per year for the next 30 years, and that's the cheap part. It will also cost $1.5 million a year at a minimum to operate the facility. This is something the Walworth County voters cannot afford. Vote no on the proposed jail bond November 6th.
Paid for by concerned citizens of Walworth County.
This is what matters. This is beyond.
Well, good evening,
X's
ladies and gentlemen.
O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This
Andy,
is what
are you on?
character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, perfect commercial break. Fall is my favorite time of the year. It's back to school, back to sports, basically back to a schedule. But you know what always fits into my schedule? Pizza and wings from Gas and Goodies. Perfectly melted cheese, fresh hot wings, and my favorite sauce. The Gas and Goodies special of the month, 1-topping pizza, 12 wings for only $17.99. Pick up the phone. Call it in. It's 845-7695. It's perfect. Pizza and wings. Now back to the game.
Back for the opening kickoff.
Hey, welcome back here. Well, a little interruption there from Spencer Gosh. He is broadcasting right now over in, I believe, Webster tonight. He's got a game on Star 99. Hey, let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, the Groton Tigers, and they start out like this. At right defensive end, Brady DeHoyt. He is 6'3", 215 pounds and a junior. At right tackle is number 55, Wyatt Locke. He is 6'1", 225 pounds and a senior. Left tackle is number 54, Grady O'Neill, 6'2", 220 pounds and a junior. And left defensive end is Peyton Johnson, 6'2", 205 pounds and a junior. Right outside linebackers, Jonathan Doden, a 6'1", 185-pound junior. Right inside linebackers, number 18, Austin Jones, 6 foot, 190 pounds and a junior. Left inside linebackers, linebacker is number 20, Caden Kurtz. He is a 5'8", 160-pound freshman. And left outside linebacker is number 4, Darian Shabazz. He's 5'10", 175 pounds and a senior. At cornerback on the right side, number 13, Corbin Blackman. He is 5'10", 179 pounds and a senior. At safety is Lucas Hinman, 6 foot, 180-pound senior. And left cornerback is Thomas Cranford, a 6 foot, 180-pound junior. They are coached by Sean Warner, Travis Kurth, Scott Thorson, Seth Erickson, Dalton Locke, Lance Hawkins, that is, and Ryan Skapanik. Lots of coaches. And for Mobridge Pollock tonight, they're going to start with Braxton Albers playing the split out, 6'3", 190 pounds and a senior. At the slot receiver, number 81, Reese Cerny, 5'10", 145 pounds and a junior. At left tackle, number 52, Trace Cerny, 5'10", 155 pounds sophomore. At left guard, it's number 75, Hudson Filler, 5'11", 160 pounds and a sophomore. At center, Josh Norder, number 54, 6'2", 205 pounds and a junior. At right guard, number 73, John Keller, 6 foot, 250 pounds and a junior. Number 62, Craig Norder, will be playing at right tackle. He is 6'3", 175 pounds and a junior. And then at right end is going to be Noah Fireheisen, number 44, 6 foot, 195 pounds and a senior. In the backfield, Tucson Freeman will be playing at one halfback. He's number 4, 5'11", 160 pounds and a senior. The other halfback tonight is going to be number 43, Isaac Olson, 5'8", 165 pounds and a senior. And at quarterback, number 12, Caden Halsey, 6'1", 170 pounds and a junior. They are coached by Paul Gearing, TJ Knudsen, Troy Stenberg, and Jason Bauer. And there you go, Garrett Young joining us again here in the broadcast. Paper-wise, they match up pretty well. Size-wise, it's kind of straight across the board. It's going to be the skill positions tonight, don't you think?
I definitely agree. It's going to be it's going to come down to those skill players. Which receivers can make the most catches, which running backs can hit the gaps and get the yardage. So.
Well, they are still doing the introductions right now. I'm sure they're going to do the national anthem, so that gives us a chance to thank some more of our sponsors. Let's come back in 3 minutes right here on KOLY AM 1300.
Twice a year, you owe it to yourself to get a checkup because you were only given one set of teeth to work with. After that, it's too late to say, I should have cared for them better. McQuillan Swanson Dental will help you get the most from your teeth and gums. So for everything from a simple checkup to a wide variety of services, trust McQuillan Swanson Dental. McQuillan Swanson Dental of Mobridge. Healthy smiles for life.
Grandpa, does Heartland Waste service a lot of people?
Stryker, Heartland Waste services over 16,000 people weekly in South and North Dakota, along with several hundred commercial and rural customers.
Grandpa, do you think I would make a good garbage man?
Well, Stryker, do you think that you could work in temperatures from 100 above to minus 30 below in rain, snow, moving tons of garbage a day?
Grandpa, I think I'll sign my brother up instead.
Stryker, you'd be great in management.
Heartland Waste Management. For your waste needs, call 845-5056.
It's football season!
It sure is, and Cahill Bauer & Associates is proud to sponsor this year's broadcast of the games.
Does that mean we can stay home and listen to the Tigers play on the radio?
Yep, but we are going to support our team just like Cahill Bauer & Associates supports the community and our customers. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock Tiger football team the best in the season from all of us at Cahill Bauer & Associates in Mobridge.
Go get 'em, Tigers!
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our #1 priority. If you need medical care, then trust our team. Dr. Donald Lusick, surgeon, Dr. Travis Henderson, and Dr. Josh Henderson in internal medicine. For family and women's health, including obstetrics, you can trust Dr. Robert Marciano, Dr. Matt Schaefer, Heather Olson, Leslie Graff, Karen Freeling, Candida Gehring, Jesse Norder, and Dory Voidy. Good luck, teams, in the game from our team to yours at Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics.
At Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge, we work hard together as a team to make sure all your needs are met when it comes to your residential and commercial construction.
Whether it's a simple pail of rock or an entire basement, our staff will make sure you get what you need and back it up with the service that we've based our business on.
We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock athletes the best in the game and the season. Good luck from all of us at Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge.
Call 845-7213 today at Jensen Rock and Sand.
It's a win-win situation at Lucky's Gas and More, where you support the Mobridge Pollock Tigers and Lady Tigers. Just bring in a program from a recent Mobridge Pollock Tigers football or volleyball match and save 5 cents a gallon on your gas purchase at Lucky's Gas and More. It's simple. Just cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers to victory and save 5 cents a gallon on gas at Lucky's Gas and More by bringing in any sports program from the past 5 days. They're proud to support the Tigers and proud to serve you at Lucky's Gas and More in Mobridge.
Hey, welcome back here as we get ready for the coin flip. And a little bit different. Last couple of years, they've changed the rules. Usually the coin flip was done before everything, so you could introduce the offense and defense. Now you got to wait for it after the introductions to get done. And then, we'll see what happens here. It could be Mobridge Pollock on defense first or offense first. We'll see what happens. They're still talking things over. And I imagine because we're playing in Groton, Mobridge Pollock will have the call. And it looks like to me that Mobridge Pollock has won. They are going to defer to the second half. So we're going to see the defense for Mobridge Pollock come out first. And we'll see this offense from Groton area that scored 28 points. The last time they played, Groton area, they've put on 176 points this year, 144 given up, 94 first downs for Groton, 99 for the opponents. Yeah, and net rushing yards, Groton with 1,534, opponents with 981. Passing-wise, though, passing yards net for Groton, 396 to 901. There's a little bit of an imbalance when it comes to passing, so we imagine that Groton's going to keep the ball on the ground as much as they can unless it gets third down and long. We'll see what happens. So Noah Fireheisen will come out. He'll tee it up from the 40. He had some boomers last week against McLaughlin 1. I was really impressed with. He kicked a field goal that went over the fence and into the parking lot. And he just hit some boomers. And you know what? We started out with a pretty good wind. It's kind of died down a little bit. But Mobridge Pollock, for the most part, they're going to have their backs in the wind. They're going to kick it off to Groton. Groton will have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So a little bit of thought on that coin toss.
We'll see how that comes about come the fourth quarter. That could really make or break this ball game for either team.
Right. Well, Noah's waiting to get a tee. There we go.
A little late getting that tee.
Yeah. Imagine there's some nerves right there. See who's back deep for Groton. It looks like 17 and 8. And looking at my roster here, that would be Lucas Hinman. He's a burner. And also Paxton Bond is back there for Groton area. Noah's got it teed up. Now, if the wind doesn't blow it over, we'll get this one started. And here we go. Kick is a low line drive. It's going to be picked up by one of the up men and brought out. And brought down finally out about the 33-yard line. Not bad field position for Groton to start out with.
No, that's a good spot to start. Groton here, they got kind of a dual attack with Lucas Heineman, number 17. He's got 541 yards on the year. And then quarterback Jonathan Doden.
800.
He's leading the team in rushing. 862 yards.
You got to know where he is at all times. Kind of like the old Nebraska schools when they'd run that triple option. Usually the quarterback ended up with all the yards at the end of the season. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looks like Groton's coming out with a little pistol look here. Now they're going to take the tee off the field. So they forgot to bring it out. Now they're forgetting to take it back. All right, well. Did they get the right ball is what they're asking. If they got the Mobridge Pollock ball out there or if they got the Groton ball. Well, they're going to get things going here. It's only the playoffs. It's the first round. I guess there's some nerves.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit for everybody. Coaches, players, even the refs.
You would think this was the first game in August the way that's going right now. And so, they've got the correct ball now. Groton's got their ball. Now, the more I look at it, I don't know if Doden's going to be in the gun. Yeah, he is in the gun. A pistol look, and they're moving all kinds of people around.
Trying a little trickery right away.
That is motion. What do they have? Half their line going, half their.
Offsides on the defense.
Okay.
Defense jumped there. Got a little
Well, I
excited.
guess when everybody moves like that, I'd be jumping too. Like, what the heck? 5-yard penalty. And so instead of 1st and 10, now it's 1st and 5. They got the ball just outside the 39-yard line, their own 39. Again, the pistol look. Now they're going to go with all kinds of motion. And Mobridge Pollock's trying to adjust right now. And they're going to set up that screen. And I think that they've got an offsides penalty against Groton this time. They jumped off over here trying to get an early head start on the block of that screen. And so backing up 5 more, we're just going to go with 1st and 10 again. Wow.
Again, we got the jitters going on. Both teams.
Yeah, a little bit of I've seen a lot of screen plays, but I've never seen half the offensive line move like that.
No.
They're going to go out of the pistol again. They've got one slot receiver over here to the near side, everybody else in tight. Now the snap, and it's going to be Doden. Doden's first carry, and it's going to be short gain. He'll get it up past the 40-yard line, or actually 35-yard line.
Looks to pick up about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
And 3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7 coming up.
You know, I got a feeling we're going to be looking at that option kind of all night.
I think so. Until they start moving everybody.
Yep.
Leave the center there and move the whole offensive line over. So once again, out of the gun, he's got a little pistol look. He's got a slot receiver here on the near side. They're going to fake the handoff. And Doden again, this time another pickup, but short pickup, across the 40. And maybe about, 3 more yards on the play. It's still going to bring up 3rd down. And we'll say a long 3, short 4 coming up.
You know, for Groton's offense, that's kind of the plays that you want. You want to be chipping away 3 yards here, 4 yards there.
Yep. And then, that also draws in the defense, brings those linebackers in, and then there's some open receivers downfield. 3rd down here and short. I don't think they're going to throw. I could be wrong, though. Slot over there on the far side. And here's the handoff. Doden is going to go with an end around, and that's going to be a 1st down. Lucas Hinman, he's got 85 carries on the season, 541 yards. He averages about 6.4 per carry. He's got 7 touchdowns as well. And so move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
You know, this is the time where the defense needs to take a stand here.
You're right. And, the more time they spend on your side of the field, it's more dangerous. Slot again now over there on the right side. And again, they're going to pitch it out this time to Shabazz. Shabazz drug down from behind. Big play that time by Mobridge Pollock. And I'm trying to find a number. I think it was Jimmy Richards out there first for the Mobridge Pollock Tigers. Loss on the play of about a yard. 2nd down and 11. And, you could hear across the way. Good job, Jimmy.
Yep. You know, that's the play the defense needed right there.
Yeah.
Got to get some momentum on their side.
Well, with this Groton team, your defensive ends have a lot of pressure on them right now. They got to make sure that they turn everything inside and contain.
Definitely.
Out of the gun once again, splits both ways. Slot over here on the near side, almost like a double wing with a slot. And once again, it's a quarterback keeper and not much there. In fact, another loss on the play. Defense for Mobridge Pollock right on that one. So Jonathan Doden loses about another yard.
Lost another yard on the play.
So that brings up a long 3rd down, and, at this part of the game, do you just keep running the ball and punt it, or do you actually try to get that 1st down, get a little momentum to start things off?
It's a tough choice on either side.
Groton area gets to the line of scrimmage. You're going to have split backs in the backfield, split slot over here on the near side, and a slot over there on the far side. Out of the under center this time, they're going to toss one up, and it is going to be way out of the reach. Looks like that time it was intended for, well, I'm going to look it up a number now. 34 is Brody DeHoit. And maybe the wind got a hold of that one because it kind of floated up there a little bit. So fourth down now. Fourth down and we'll say 13. And they're punting against the wind. And I'm not sure if Reese Cerny is backing up too far with this wind right now. He is the guy that's back. Now a timeout. No, it's going to be a false start against Groton area. So back it up even more. I still think that the returner back there is backing up too far. Maybe he knows something I don't about a leg, but we still got a pretty stiff breeze blowing right at his back right now. So here comes the punt. And the snap. Ball is punted. Boy, I was wrong, wasn't I?
Yeah, he did.
Picked up and fair catch called. So Mobridge Pollock going to have their first possession from their own 29-yard line. All right, well, 3 and out. Oh, actually, not 3 and out. They actually got one first down out of it and then go 3 and out. And the drive starts from Mobridge Pollock. Couple of penalties. Again, we talked about that the last time this game happened with Groton area and Mobridge Pollock. There was a kind of a situation with all the penalties. Split slot on the far side, split out over here on the near side. Now motion, and it's Freeman in motion. They're going to hand the ball off to Freeman. He's going to cut it up against the grain, get back to maybe the line of scrimmage and brought down there. Nobody fooled on that one. They're going to give him a generous spot.
Second down and 9.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were trying to do. I think they were trying to fool him, fool the defense.
Sweep. Yeah, and the jet sweep, when they started running that a lot, and I'm a kind of a fan of Oregon State University, and they started running that jet sweep a lot, but they had lightning fast slot receivers that were doing everything in their power to get around the edge and can't stop midstream. Motion again. This time they give it up straight up the middle, and it's Isaac Olson. Olson gets the first down and out to about almost the 45-yard line. Big hole in the middle of the line. You got to hand it those biggies up front.
Yep, those big linemen up front, they did a perfect job of just opening up the right hole there just so he could hit it and, again, get the big gain.
Isaac Olson picks up 12 on the play. That moves the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10, again, at their own 44-yard line. Mobridge Pollock comes to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have split slotted here on the near side. A slot receiver out there on the outside, and out of the gun again, Halsey barking out signals. Now sending Freeman in motion. They are going to fake the handoff to Freeman, give it, and it's going to be the keeper straight ahead. Halsey gets a nice little pickup this time. Tell you what, you got to hand it this time. Did you see the blocks up front, and especially Noah Fireheisen, the way he fired off the line and got a block out there, that gave Halsey another 5 yards probably on the carry.
Oh, by far another 5, yeah, definitely. The way they were able to shoot up to that second level to the linebackers, that's perfect.
9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1 coming up as the Mobridge Pollock comes to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go just split slot out there to the far side. I formation. Now go motion. Reese Cerny in motion. And Halsey this time going to hand it off to Freeman. Wow, he is hitting the backfield. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. In fact, I think he maybe lost a yard on the play.
That was number 55, Wyatt Locke, that kind of blew in through for the defense.
He is their leading tackler, 71 tackles on the season. The amazing thing is 13 sacks. That's pretty good for a high school football player.
That is, yeah, that's amazing. You don't see that too much in the high school ranks.
So a loss of a yard, 3rd down. We're going to call it 2. It's actually a long 1.5. We got split slots both ways. And again, Halsey out of the gun. Gives the handoff straight up the middle, and it's going to be Olson. Olson with another first down. So Isaac Olson's got his engine going right now. He picks up 4 on the play, and they're going to move the chains into Groton area territory at their 44-yard line. That's a nice thing when your fullback's running like that. You can set up the run and keep the defense on their toes, because the moment they suck those linebackers up, you've got receivers downfield that are wide open or over the middle.
Yep, and if you look at this Groton area defense, how much passing yards they're giving up so far this year, that's exactly what Mobridge Pollock is doing.
They got to get this snap off in a hurry. Halsey barking out signals, and he takes a snap. 5-step drop. Looks over the right side. He's got a man. It's caught by Albers. Albers is down to the 21-yard line. Nice pitch and catch that time. Halsey to Albers, and another first down as they move the chains just outside the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Pretty good play that time. I think they, like we said, that play action actually froze the defense and allowed a middle receiver to be, without anybody on him at 5 feet away.
Yep.
So the Tigers get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go trips over here now on the near side. Lone step back, and Halsey again. Back to pass. Looks over the top, and this time overthrows. Well, he kind of overthrew Braxton Albers that time. Incomplete, and threw it up there dangerously. A lot of defense around. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is all about. It's going to be holding against the Mobridge Pollock Tigers.
Be a 10-yard penalty.
So back it up 10 yards, and instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 20. The ball is going to be all the way back to the 36-yard line. Their own, actually Groton's 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's kind of a drive killer right there.
That is. Penalties, penalties, penalties. They come back and kill you. Trips out to the far side. Lone slot receiver over here on the near side. Handoff goes, and it's Olsen again. He breaks out of one tackle, gets out of another one. Still going, and a nice run again for Isaac Olsen. He picks up all of the penalty yardage, and, well, almost all of it. Let's give him 9 yards, as it's going to be 2nd down and 11 coming up.
The agility that he's showing as a fullback there, that's great.
And
right
the thing that, beat Ron Colley was they were expecting pass, and then all of a sudden Isaac Olsen went crazy for him.
Yep.
So all the Tigers get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go slot receiver over here on the near side, split slot over on the far side, and again, Halsey out of the gun. Looks over the defense now, sends Freeman in motion. And he's going to fake the handoff, take it himself. He's got one guy to beat to get around the outside, and he's close to a first down.
That was just a good quarterback option right there. Quarterback kept it, read the defense, and he made his way through, and
they're going to give him the 11 yards and the first down. And so Mobridge Pollock all of a sudden is knocking on the door as they get down inside the 12-yard line. Tigers break the huddle, get to the line of scrimmage once again. They are going to go big time, full out set, split slot both ways. And again, it is going to be Halsey out of the gun. Looking for the snap, takes it now, straight ahead running, and this time the defense was kind of waiting for that.
Yep, that's what they were expecting.
Faked the handoff to Olsen, and he tried to go himself, and he was kind of dead to rights.
Looks like they gave him a good
That's a
yard.
nice mark.
Yeah.
Pick up 2 yards on the mark alone. That's all right. We're not complaining.
No, we'll take that. You got to think now, are they going to go with that pass down here,
Yeah, and that's a
tough
thing.
decision.
If we're guessing, what do you think the defense is talking about right now? Yeah. Hey, where are we going? Trips over here now on the far side, and a lone slot receiver on the near side. It looks like Halsey wants to pass, looks over the middle. It's tipped, and it's caught. Tipped and then caught. And it's a touchdown, Mobridge Pollock. That one was caught by Bryston Gearing. Gearing gets in the end zone for Mobridge Pollock with 3:11 left here in the first quarter.
We were just talking about what are they going to do? Are they going to pass it? Or are they going to run it? Well, they were trying the pass there, and it worked for them.
So they're going to go for the PAT. And it's good. And so just like that, 3:11 left here in the first quarter. Mobridge Pollock leads 7-0. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. This is KOLY AM 1300.
It's football season. It is, but it's also fall fishing season. That's right, the fish are biting and it's pretty exciting. Not as exciting as the action of the football field though, right? If you like action of the fall bite, make sure to stop by Bridge City Marina for all your bait, gas, convenience store items, and of course, great fishing advice. And if you want to hear great football action, tune in to our football games on the radio all season long. Bridge City Marina is a proud supporter of this broadcast and wishes the Mobridge Pollock football team the best of luck this year.
Well, it's 7-0. Mobridge Pollock gets a score on their first drive from the line of scrimmage, and it was a nice drive. They mixed up a little run, they mixed up some pass, and then, the football gods kind of smiled down on him with a tip pass, and the receiver's standing right there, and it comes right into his arms for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was a complete luck right there, Mobridge Pollock, they've got 2 20-yard rushers already.
Yeah,
in the game.
That's kind of nice. When they,
Yeah.
this is a passing team and they can run like that. That means there's going to be some real good success confusing the defense tonight.
It opens up a lot of options.
It does.
In their game calling.
So the first time Noah Fireheisen teed it up there, no problem with the wind at all. It just kind of stayed up there. This time the wind blows it down. He'll get another chance. He's got it teed up again. And once again, back deep is going to be, I got to look at my score sheet here. It's going to be Hinman, and doesn't matter. It comes to an up guy again. And I didn't get a number that time who received it and ran it.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Paxton Bond, so it was one of the back guys. Again, Groton area starts with not bad field position. They're going to have the ball on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. I heard a lot of jokes today about, the Tigers are going to win tonight. And I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, both teams being Tigers. I'm trying to, keep it consistent with Groton area and Mobridge Pollock. I do want to apologize up front if I say Tigers football. That goes a long ways. Out of the gun. Groton area. Again, Doden, he's going to run it himself, calls his own number, ball's loose, and it is going to be picked up by Mobridge Pollock. Jimmy Richards running it back, and did they say he was down? They're giving the ball to Mobridge Pollock. I thought maybe for a split second, they were going to say the running back was down, but he coughed it up.
Looked like his knee was down just after that ball popped out, so.
How about Jimmy Richards, though, picking up the ball, getting the start tonight, and he's making the best and the most of his starting lineup tonight. So Mobridge Pollock back out on offense. They're going to go split slot both ways. And again, it's Halsey out of the gun. Halsey is waiting for the snap. Now it's going to send Freeman in motion. They're going to hand the ball off. Oh, there's laundry all over the field. I didn't know it was laundry day.
Thursday's a good day for laundry, I guess.
Yeah, get your quarters out. It's time to go find a cheap machine. I don't think they have those anymore. Do they have the 50-cent machines anymore?
They're probably all up to $1 now.
Yeah. Some of them are like $6 and $7. I can't believe laundry costs $6. So penalty on the play, false start, 5-yard penalty back to the 30, and it's going to be 1st and 15 coming up for Mobridge Pollock. This time they go with a trips package over here on the near side. Halsey again out of the gun. Isaac Olson standing right next to him. Halsey takes his snap, takes a 5-step drop, now looks over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. Reese Cerny. How about that?
Well, you saw that slant route by Cerny develop. You see the safety over top. He came down for some reason, left it wide open.
Yeah. And I will say Reese is a very fast kid, but not that fast. He was wide open.
Yep.
2:45, just like that. And the PAT is no good. And so with that said, We are 2:45 into the first quarter, and we have a score of 13-0. Mobridge Pollock on top. We are going to come back in 30 seconds. Another kickoff coming up here on KOLY AM 1300.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please pull forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Doug Heil of Mobridge at 845-3603.
Hey, how about that? Just like that, 2 quick scores. And you know what? You got to give a little bit of credit to Jimmy Richards recognizing the ball was out there and picking it up and advancing it, and the defense for getting that fumble all together. So a score off a turnover, that's incredible. That's a big bonus when you're playing playoff football.
Yeah, you know, one of my points to the game was, you know, your speed players gotta show out there.
Yeah. Ball's picked up by one of the upmen. Boy, he's hit and hit hard. Hit immediately. Holy moly.
You could hear that pop pretty clearly up here.
Corbin Blackman right now is looking for a license plate number. Wow. That was something else. And I didn't see who put on the hit. It was Schlomer that did that. Oh, man. He gets my Kamikaze Award for the night.
There you go.
1st and 10 coming up, Groton area. They're going to have the ball close to their own 40-yard line. They've got the eye package this time in the backfield and a split out over here on the near side. Under the center this time, Doden, and he's going to hand it off. Flags all over the place, yeah. Start throwing quarters out there. Laundry all night long. It's going to go against Groton area.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. It looks like a little bit of a motion penalty there.
You know, you were talking about it earlier. You know, last time these two teams faced, there's a lot of penalties. I think we're going to see that again.
Yeah, you know, and that's what you don't have in the playoffs. You can't afford to lose a game with the yellow flag.
Right.
Groton area back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like to me they are going to go out of the gun. A little pistol look this time with backs all over the place back there. And Doden wants to throw. Looking for that quick slant. He's in trouble now. Has to run out of it. Now he's looking downfield, and he is going to get hit and sacked close to right around the original line of scrimmage. There's Jimmy Richards again on the play.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you what.
Early on, he's kind of all over the place.
Jimmy Richards is making the best of this start tonight. Hasn't been an all-time, full-time starter for Mobridge Pollock, but tonight he got the start due to the injury, and he's making the best of it. Also, I got to give Trey Cerny a little props there. He was also there, and they pushed that one as far as they could to the sideline, then finally made the tackle. 2nd down and 11 coming up for Groton area. They're going to go with a little bit double wing here and fake the handoff. Nope, they're going to give it to the end around. That's Hinman. Hinman gets nice coverage, but he is going to nice yardage, should say. Braxton Albers comes up to make the tackle. And what are they going to – they're going to give him about 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 5, and it's a good 5. It's not a real close 5. We're going to say that's 4.5, 5.5, almost 6 yards. So 3rd down coming up for Groton area. Almost a must-have for Groton area on this first drive, down by 13 points. Under center now, and they want to throw the ball. Looking over here on the right side, just overthrown, intended out there for Shabazz. And boy, I tell you, I didn't think it was possible to overthrow Shabazz as fast as he is, but they did, and that brings up 4th down and 5 coming up. Now, this is a decision here. You're down by 13 points, but there's a lot of football to play. Do you maybe go for it? How they made the decision? They're going to punt it away.
Yeah, I say a lot. There's a lot of game left. A lot of stuff can happen. You got to punt it away right here. Just play it safe.
So they bring on the sophomore punter, Braden Freeman, Again, back deep is going to be Reese Cerny. Freeman gets a boot on the ball. Nice little flat kick, and actually it's going to roll out of bounds. That's not bad field position for Mobridge Pollock. If you take what they did their last drive from the line of scrimmage, they can do this. It's,
they're getting the ball at about the same spot.
Yeah, from their own 29-yard line, it looks like. Well, 26, we'll say. So 1st and 10, Mobridge Pollock back out there on offense. And they have been very good on offense tonight.
Well, let's see if that defensive Groton area can really step up here and make a stand that they need to make to stay in this ball game.
Well, the thing is right now they're scratching their head. They're confused because they have no idea if this is going to be a run or pass, and that's exactly what Coach Gehring and the staff want. Trips over here to the near side. Out of the gun, Halsey takes a low snap off his shoelaces. Now looks downfield. He's got a man in the middle, and it's Braxton Albers. And, man, I tell you, the worst spot to hit a receiver is right in the hands.
Terrible spot.
Yeah. And I think what happened that time is Groton area brought some pressure, brought their linebackers in, and Braxton just got between the missing linebackers and the defensive backs. That was a sure first down right there.
Yep. I think pitter-patter of the defense got him a little worked up.
A little bit, yeah. They're going to go spread formation, split slot both ways. Out of the gun once again is Halsey. Looks over the defense, takes his snap, now hands it off. Isaac Olson, big hole up the middle again, and he doesn't get as much as he's used to getting, but just enough to keep them on their toes over there in the yellow helmets. Picks up 4 yards. We'll say, oh, let's go 3, just to be, fair.
Yeah.
3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 7 coming up. This is not what they wanted, but they've converted from longer. Mobridge Pollock is getting to the line of scrimmage slowly. Well, they got a trip package over here on the near side and a lone slot receiver over on the far side. Halsey takes a deep drop this time. He's trying to set up a screen. I'm not sure. Now he's got somebody in front of him, and he's going to try to run it. Boy, that one collapsed in a hurry.
It definitely did, yeah. Looked like Groton area brought a little bit of pressure that time again, and this time it worked.
And Alex Morris, he stayed home over there and made the tackle. And, it's a manageable 4th down. They're going to talk about this. Maybe that's the end of the quarter.
Yep.
It is. After 1 quarter on your Vision Care Associates scoreboard, our score is Mobridge Pollock 13, Groton nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter right here on KOLY AM 1300.
Ooh, Herbie, you look so handsome.
It's because my owner takes me to the Oahe car wash and makes me look great.
And you do. My owner washes me himself in the driveway.
You should take your owner to the Oahe car wash. You won't have to drag around hoses, soap, or nothing. All he has to do is slide his debit card or put in cash, and it'll take half the time.
Whether you're a do-it-yourself kind of guy and like to wash your car yourself, or prefer the convenience of an automated car wash, Oahe Car Wash is here to serve you.
I can't wait to see you.
Cut costs and your expensive cable bill and start enjoying unlimited streaming with WRT. Enjoy the area's fastest internet, now available with or without a phone line. Plus, receive a free $50 gift card for Sling TV, Netflix, or Hulu when you sign up for Wi-Fi, increase your internet speed, and or drop your landline phone. Call 845-3100 or stop by the office on Grand Crossing in Mobridge. Make the cuts and gain more with WRT.
Welcome back. Your 4th down and a long 4 coming up. And, they fake the punt, and Isaac Olson still on his feet. How about that?
Had just a herd of Groton area defenders all over him. Still managed to keep the feet going. Little help from the linemen.
Oh, Lord. Well, he's a man amongst boys, or boy amongst men, whatever. 1st and 10 as Mobridge Pollock keeps the drive alive. They're going to have it at their own 40-yard line. Long huddle this time as they break it, get to the line of scrimmage. Olsen will be the lone setback in the backfield. It's going to be split slot over here on the near side and a slot receiver over on the far side. Halsey out of gun. Now sends Freeman in motion. They're going to hand off the ball to Freeman, trying to find the edge. He cuts it against the grain, and he is going to pick up a couple of yards, but there's a flag on the play again. Let's see what this is all about. Holding against Mobridge Pollock. Well, seems to me like they're really watching that tonight.
They are, yeah.
That was a late flag for a holding penalty. So they're going to back it up to about the 26-yard line. Mobridge Pollock is going to have 1st and 20 instead of second down, and it would have been about 7 yards. Yep. Tigers coming out of the huddle.
Mobridge Pollock Tigers.
Yeah. They're going to get to the line of scrimmage. Split slot on the near side and a lone slot receiver over the far side. Halsey out of the gun. It's going to send Freeman in motion again. They'll fake the handoff to Freeman this time. Halsey trying to find a hole, and boy, he's gobbled up before he can go anywhere. So no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 coming up.
That defensive line of Groton area really did a good job of sniffing out that play right there. They've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the coaches for Groton area have really hammered that one down.
So it also may be a decoy to get the linebackers to come up and maybe get a slot receiver out over the middle. We'll see.
Yep, that could really result in some good play action. 2
2nd down and 20 coming up. Trips way over here on the near side. Halsey is in the gun. He's got Reese Cerny this time in motion, and he's going to look for the snap. Here it is. As he sets up the screen, and it's tipped. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. And I think that was Trey. You're going to have to tell me how to say this name here. Gengurke?
Gengurke, it looks like,
All
yeah.
Right. Gengurke with the tip. So 3rd down and 20 coming up. So the fake punt, they get the 1st down, but the penalty has set them back here, and then kind of a botched play in the backfield.
Yeah, this big 3rd down here for Mobridge Pollock.
Tough to go against this wind, which it's kind of died down a little bit, but you think they're going to go downfield with a long pass here. We'll see what happens. Timeout called by the Mobridge Pollock sideline. Mobridge Pollock leads right now, 13-0. 3rd down and 22, we're going to say, coming up. And when we come back from break, it's KOLY AM 1300. Back in 60.
Taco John's presents Olay the Day Pep Talks.
Boys, this halftime score is not indicative of our talent level. We're a lot closer than I thought we'd be, and old coach has just the thing to get us over the hump. Street tacos from Taco John's. You can get them with chicken or new sirloin steak or pork carnitas. That's a triple option of awesomeness. Let's go get some.
Get 3 street tacos for just $5 at Taco John's.
Hustle up, boys. If we leave now, we can be back for the 4th quarter.
Olay the Day at Taco John's.
As a young mother, I'm concerned about the future of my children, both socially and financially. Building a new jail will not help our children in the future. Hi, this is Danielle Thorstensen asking you to vote no on November 6th for the proposed Waller County jail bond. Did you know that this bond is $700,000 per year for the next 30 years? This is something that we can't burden our children with. Think about your kids when you vote on November 6th and vote no for their future.
Paid for by concerned citizens of Walworth County. John Wenchlog, Treasurer.
Welcome back. Well, right out of the timeout, Halsey wants to pass. He finds Fireheisen. Fireheisen gets out of one tackle, gets out of another one, but not much as far as getting a 1st down yardage. And so I don't think there will be a fake punt in the future.
I don't think so. This is definitely where you have to punt it.
Well, I got a Kimball White Lake leading Jones County White River 14-6 near halftime.
Wow.
Yeah. So Halsey will come back in, and he will try to punt this one up against the wind. And it looks like Hinman, and also back there is going to be Bond. And Hinman picks it up and now is going to slip out of a couple of tackles, trying to get outside, and he is going to be met over there. And Isaac Olson kind of slowed that play down from behind It was Tucker Holzer making the tackle, but boy, I tell you what, that is a pretty good field position right there.
That was a good punt return right there by Hinman. So
At the 45-yard line.
They're going to have it at Mobridge Pollock's 45-yard line.
defense has to step up here and make a stand for Mobridge Pollock, starting inside their field position. So.
Yeah, and a team gets desperate when they're down 13-0. They're a little bit of, they want to get things going in a hurry. So don't be surprised if we don't see something going downfield. Kind of a pistol look in the backfield with a split and slot over here and a timeout called by the Groton area bench. Again, Mobridge Pollock leads here in the second quarter with 9:14 till halftime, 13-0. We're going to take 30 seconds this time because you never know. We'll be back right here on KOLY AM 1300.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, we're searching all over the place, trying to find a score. And the only one we got was that White River one, and so we'll move on. 1st and 10, the Groton area Tigers. Going to have the ball at the Mobridge Pollock 45, and it's going to be Doden this time, straight ahead running. Called his own number once again. Again, if you missed out on the pregame, Doden leads a team in rushing, 161 carries for 862 yards. And that averages out about 5 yards per carry. He's also got 13 touchdowns running. Aberdeen, after the first quarter, Aberdeen Central 0 to Pierre 13. Nice. And that's the final game of their season. That's not a playoff game right there. Second down after a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Groton area. And lots of split outs here. And the ball's going to be intercepted. Jimmy Richards again. He turns it upfield and he is going to be down. Jimmy Richards is making a real good play right now for the Merkles player of the game. Recovering a fumble now after a tip by Braxton Albers, comes up with the interception and brings it back to the Groton area 46-yard line. Wow.
Exactly a stand the defense from Mobridge Pollock needed. You put them in these tough situations. So far, they've been able to overcome and make the best of it with that fumble and now this interception.
Wow, that's nice. And I tell you, great field position for Mobridge Pollock as they get to the line of scrimmage. They got a trips package over here on the near side, split out on the far side. Halsey out of the gun, takes a snap. Three-step drop, goes down the field. He's looking for Noah Fireheisen, and Noah just didn't have long enough arms that time. Missed it by that much. The old Maxwell Smart. That one was very close to being a big catch inside the 10-yard line.
That was a good throw into the wind. The wind has diminished, but it's still there.
Yeah.
But that was a great throw into the wind. Just shows the arm strength.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, and he doesn't play baseball. And maybe till next year, I'm gonna talk my butt off trying to get him into playing Little Legion baseball.
Recruit.
Yep. He's got too much of an arm not to play baseball. So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to go spread formation, split slot both ways. Again, Halsey out of the gun. He's got Isaac Olson standing right next to him. Going to hand the ball off to Olson. Olson finds a hole over there on the left side and picks up about 4 or 5 on the play. You know what the nice thing about Isaac Olson is when he's wrapped up, he doesn't go down backwards. Every time you watch, he'll go down forward. He'll get that extra yard with that last second push. And I thought he was going to get a 4-yard gain. He picks up 5, and it's a manageable 3rd down now.
Yeah, the last game I saw Mobridge Pollock was against Aberdeen Roncalli, and that was the big thing. His legs kept churning. He kept falling forward.
Yep.
You keep the legs going, you break tackles that way.
You bet. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Long huddle this time for Mobridge Pollock as they'll make their way to the line of scrimmage. They are going to go split slot on the far side. I package in the backfield, and I think Freeman is dotting the I. And now all kinds of flags all over the place. Somebody moved? Is that what we're thinking? Well, they got to talk this one over. Even the referees are confused.
I'm
on
not
this
sure
one.
if they know.
Oh, it's they were close to delay of game, and they got a timeout instead. So
he threw the flag down there for the delay, but they must have got it right before.
Sideline called the timeout. So we're looking at 7:26 here in the second quarter, first half. 13-0 Mobridge Pollock on top. 3rd down and 5 coming up when we come back in 30 seconds right here. KOLY AM 1300.
Hey, perfect commercial break. Fall is my favorite time of the year. It's back to school, back to sports, basically back to a schedule. But you know what always fits into my schedule? Pizza and wings from Gas and Goodies. Perfectly melted cheese, fresh hot wings, and my favorite sauce. The Gas and Goodies special of the month, 1-topping pizza, 12 wings for only $17.99. Pick up the phone. Call it in. It's 845-7695. It's perfect. Pizza and wings. Now back to the game.
Back for the opening.
Welcome back here. I was just making a comment during the break that there's a lot of fans in orange and black across the way. It's good to see that we traveled well this game, and a nice showing. So 3rd down and 5 coming up, and Halsey takes the snap, give it off to Freeman. Freeman still on his feet. He's going to get positive yards, but it's going to be, there's a flag coming in late. And I'm not sure what they're calling here, but usually when it comes in from behind like that, I don't know. I'm not going to make any speculations here. Oh, aiding the runner. They had to really get the rule book out for that one.
Yeah, they did. They're just breaking everything out tonight, I think.
Yeah. 5-yard penalty for aiding the runner. Well, what happens is when a running back gets stood up by the pile, somebody from the backside will come in and push him forward. Well, it happens from every level, from pee-wees all the way up to the NFL, and you don't see it called very often, but I guess here tonight, that's a no-no.
I know when I was in high school, we would do that all the time.
Yeah.
Never got it called against us, but who knows?
Yeah, well, 3rd down and 10 now coming up due to the penalty. And you know what? I'm not going to be mad at the guy that was picking up the running back. I'm going to say, go out there and support your team.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to get this snap off in a hurry. Halsey out of the gun. He is going to take a deep drop. Looks over the right side. He has got a man, and it's caught over here, and Maurice Cerny with the catch. It's going to be short. It looks like by about a yard. Well, 4th down and manageable here. You know, and this is always on the part of the field where, if you punt this one, you're going to punt it into the end zone. If you're not giving up a lot of field position, you may as well go for it. It's 4th down and 1 coming up for Mobridge Pollock. I don't think there was even a thought process with this. Just send the offense out there, right?
Your offense has been really clicking all night, aside from a few penalties, so why not go for it?
And the way that Isaac Olson is running tonight, I think that I wouldn't hesitate. Well, they're going to try Cadence first, I'll bet. And Reese Cerny in motion. Pitch the ball back to Cerny. Boy, I don't know why you want to go backwards on this play. And they did.
Wow.
Okay. Well, it's going to be turnover on downs. So Groton area will come out on offense. And
yeah, it looked a little deep to me, but hey, it probably works. So.
Well, I guess you're anticipating that the line is going to stack the box, and they're going to have the linebackers right there in the middle trying to push in underneath, so you get that outside running lane. It's a lot easier.
Yep.
It just didn't happen that way. Tripped up in the backfield, and it's 1st and 10 for Groton area. Out of the gun again. They're going to run the option, and I tell you what, the good defense that time for Mobridge Pollock, and Noah Fireheisen right there, Johnny on the spot to make the tackle, as it's going to be, I think, about a yard loss on the play.
That was a good defensive play right there by Mobridge Pollock.
You know, the guy that came up and made the tackle, he's sure limping pretty hard right now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he might have an ankle or something. He's got his shoe taped up.
He might have rolled on that ankle when he went for the tackle. I've seen that happen many a time.
Oh, yeah. Second down and long, second down and about 11 coming up as Groton area gets the line of scrimmage again. They got two slot receivers over on the far side. Out of the gun is Doden, and Doden is going to fake the handoff, take it himself, and Isaac Olson right there comes in from underneath and makes a huge tackle on Doden in the backfield. Boy, you got to be amazed sometimes by Isaac Olson's ability to be, number one, on the spot, and number two, to reach in there and make that tackle like that against a guy who's really shifty.
Yeah, you know, the games I've called, he's really been flowing well from that middle linebacker spot.
You know, Mobridge Pollock has a really good, actually, I should say, tradition of middle linebackers, and this is another one. Isaac Olson right here. They're going to go spread, no backs. It's going to empty backfield for Doden. Spread formation, split slot both ways. Doden takes the snap now. Deep drop, looks over the right side, and it is going to be broken up back there. And Reese Cerny back there tips that one away, and that brings up a long fourth down.
Luckily that tip didn't go into the hands of the wrong team if you're the defense's viewpoint.
You know, and that's Hinman back there who's got the wheels. I'm not sure. And I hate to say this, but I'm not sure Doden has that kind of arm.
I'm not sure either.
It's going to be a punt. And, well, this time with the wind at their back, it's Freeman to put a boot on the ball, and it's going to be a low line drive punt. And it's bouncing a couple of times, and I guess Reese Cerny is just going to back away from it, let it be down, and it's going to be back at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mobridge Pollock. Taking a look at the clock, just under 5 minutes left here in the first half. 13-0. Mobridge Pollock on top. See if we can get the scoreboard in the shot. We can't. Sorry about that.
You know, it's kind of been first quarter. Mobridge Pollock took advantage of some mistakes by Groton area. I'd say this quarter is a little more even played.
I think so too. And the thing is you don't want to get lethargic going into the halftime period. You want to go in with a little bit of momentum. So let's see if the Mobridge Pollock Tigers can put together a drive here. Split slot. No, actually trips action over there on the far side. Out of the gun. Now they're going to hand the ball off, and it's going to be Olson. Again, Olson, good strong run, gets his pads low, and just piles forward.
You know, a good gain of 3 yards there.
Yeah.
You want to keep seeing that as this drive progresses, because 3 yards at the beginning is going to turn to 8, 9, 10 towards the end of the drive.
You know,
towards the end of the game.
I play the little linebacker, and I tell you what, you remember those running backs that hit you hard. You got, you know, that gets into the back of your head, and you want to tackle the guy, but you also don't want to get hit by him. So, you know, he keeps doing that and punishing the linebackers that are coming up. They're going to maybe take a few steps back on him. Trips out to the far side. Slot receiver here on the near side, and out of the gun. Again, Halsey looks, quick pass over the right side. Picked up by Cerny. Cerny on the sideline. Cuts it against the grain. Still on his feet. He's got a first down and a few more. So Reese Cerny with a big catch there. And gets it out close to the 40-yard line. They'll move the sticks. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. So nice pitch and catch that time. Again, Mobridge Pollock, a little bit of a hurry up now. I mean, they had a couple of long huddle sets, but now they're getting to the line more efficiently. Trips again to the far side. Here's a snap. They give it off, and it's Olson straight ahead running. Again, well, be careful. You don't want to push the running back.
Right?
Oh, well.
Looks like maybe a gain of 1. Oh, they're
nice little
giving them a good spot again. Wow.
Well, Trey Cerny should get at least 2 of those yards for picking up the running back and carrying him. Anyway, that's a good 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Mobridge Pollock. Now to the 43-yard line. Split slot both ways. Lone set back is Isaac Olson in the backfield. Here's Halsey out of the gun. Takes a snap now, fakes a handoff. He's going to take it himself, and they weren't having it that time.
No, they just sniffed that one out right away.
And I tell you, it's going to be tough tonight. That's not a real good. Wyatt Lockey or Locke, is going up against Hudson Filler and Trey Cerny. That's 225 pounds going up against 160 or 155.
Yeah.
And we found out, through the stat sheet, and the last time they played, Ryan Locke is a very good defensive lineman.
Probably a wrestler, too. I know his older brother, and his older brother was a good defensive lineman and a wrestler, so keeps you staying low.
Stay in the family.
Yep.
Trips here to the near side this time. Again, lone setback is Olsen, and it's Halsey out of the gun. Halsey looks at the quick pass, now in trouble, and is going to run out of it, and he's going to get back to maybe the line of scrimmage and brought down there. That'll bring up a 4th down. Well, I think that he wanted to pass that ball this time and looked over there, and maybe the receiver was just too covered up, so he was going to tuck it and run.
That defensive Groton area, they brought a lot of pressure that time. They brought, I think, all linebackers in.
Well, a perfect time for a screen, but there was nobody to pass the ball to. So Halsey will put a boot on it, and he gets ready to take the snap. Here it is, and it's going to be high but short kick, and is going to bounce and take a Mobridge Pollock bounce back to the 30-yard line. Yeah, a little bit of laundry on the field, though. Another flag on the play. See what the officials are going to. False start against Mobridge Pollock.
Illegal formation on Mobridge Pollock.
Illegal formation.
Oh, I see. Now the wide receiver was, or the receiver, actually the guy was going down to make the tackle. It was offsides. Wasn't lined up at the right position on the line of scrimmage.
That just
so
goes
they'll
back to
punt it again, 5 yards deeper. I love YouTube. Groton area comes to the line. How about this? We haven't seen this formation all night. I package with one slot receiver over here on the far side. And Doden under center. Going to hand it off straight ahead, and it's going to be Shabazz. Big hole opens in the middle of the line, and Shabazz gets some nice momentum going forward. Tell you what, the big guys for Groton area that time really got off the ball and made some great blocks. Opened a huge hole. I think I could have ran through that hole.
I think we both could have, easily.
Picked up 8 yards, second down and on a short 2, long 9 we're going to call it. As they move the ball up close to midfield from their own 49-yard line. Groton area gets the line of scrimmage again, the I package in the backfield. Handoff this time goes, and it's Hinman. Hinman loses the ball, it's loose, and it's picked up again and run the other way. Oh, man, well, you know what they say about the sun shining sometimes on a dog's rear ear. And a timeout called. I don't know who that was called by. Groton area, I think, called the timeout after a fluke run. And it's going to be 37 seconds left until halftime. And Groton area sitting just outside the doorstep. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is KOLY AM 1300.
At McQuillan Swanson Dental, we understand. We understand the nervousness, the edginess, the fear that takes over. And that's why when you sit down in the chair, you can't have a better friend than the one you'll have at McQuillan Swanson Dental. Our dentists understand your apprehension. That's why you're their first concern for any dental procedure. Whether it's a simple cleaning or something as complex as a root canal, you can rest assured that our dentists will take every precaution to make sure you're as comfortable as you can be. McQuillan Swanson Dental in Mobridge. Your smile, our success.
First and 10 after Ryan Locke picks up a fumble and advances it down the field. And Groton area comes out from the Mobridge Pollock 25-yard line. And they're going to go out of that pistol set this time, slot and split over the right side. Now a timeout called by Mobridge Pollock. Again, there is 37 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. 13-0. Mobridge Pollock on top. We are going to take it back to the studio again. After this timeout break, we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is KOLY AM 1300.
Grandpa, does Heartland Waste service a lot of people?
Stryker, Heartland Waste services over 16,000 people weekly in South and North Dakota, along with several hundred commercial and rural customers.
Grandpa, do you think I would make a good garbage man?
Well, Stryker, do you think that you could work in temperatures from 100 above to minus 30 below in rain, snow, moving tons of garbage a day?
Grandpa, I think I'll sign my brother up instead.
Stryker, you'd be great in management.
Heartland Waste Management, for your waste needs. Call 845-5056.
Welcome back here. Well, on some of our sister stations, we've got games going right now, and it looks like Britton Hecla is leading Potter County with 7:15 to go in the first quarter, 6-0. Right here, it's 13-0. Mobridge Pollock on top, and Groton area trying to get a score on the board, and it's Doden. Doden throwing over. It's going to be intercepted, picked off this time, and I'm not sure who that is. Is that Trace Cerny? With the interception, still on his feet, fighting forward. I believe that was Trace Cerny, wasn't it? Wow. Reached out of the air and picked that one off.
Way to step up there. That's a big-time stop for Mobridge Pollock's defense.
That is huge. You know, going into the half.
That's that momentum right there you were talking about earlier. You want to go into the half with momentum. Mobridge Pollock just took everything Groton had.
There's a lot of ways to have momentum. You can do it on defense, on special teams, or on offense. And right there was a big-time defensive play. Trace Cerny with a nice, just kind of plucked that out of the air like he belongs at the wide receiver position. So here they come out there. And it's going to be the eye package in the backfield. And not sure what they're calling here. The clock wasn't started.
I wouldn't think the clock would be running right now with this turnover change of possession.
Okay.
Oh, I guess they're letting it go to half then.
All right, well, they'll just let the clock run out. So at halftime, it's Mobridge Pollock 13, Groton area nothing. Boy, I tell you what, we're going to work on YouTube. They have been informed that they don't have any picture back home. So we will work on that, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have us back. It's halftime here on your Vision Care Associates scoreboard. Mobridge Pollock leads 13-0 over Groton area, round one of the playoffs. We will be back in 3 minutes right here on KOLY AM 1300.
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our number one.
Wheels and landscaping at Gents Rock and Sand.
Of course we do, Stone. A lot of people don't realize that we have bulk landscape rock in many varieties. Black dirt and fill dirt to get their yards leveled.
I bet they don't think of Gents Rock and Sand because they don't think they can get smaller amounts.
That's probably true, but they can get a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load at prices that are unbelievable.
Gents Rock and Sand of Mobridge. For all your landscaping needs, check us out today.
It's a win-win situation at Lucky's Gas and More, where you support the Mobridge Pollock Tigers and Lady Tigers. Just bring in a program from a recent Mobridge Pollock Tigers football or volleyball match and save 5 cents a gallon on your gas purchase at Lucky's Gas and More. It's simple. Just cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers to victory and save 5 cents a gallon on gas at Lucky's Gas and More by bringing in any sports program from the past 5 days. They're proud to support the Tigers and proud to serve you at Lucky's Gas and More in Mobridge.
It's football season. It is, but it's also fall fishing season. That's right. The fish are biting and it's pretty exciting. Not as exciting as the action of the football field, though, right? If you like action of the fall bite, make sure to stop by Bridge City Marina for all your bait, gas, convenience store items, and of course, great fishing advice. And if you want to hear great football action, tune in to our football games on the radio all season long. Bridge City Marina is a proud supporter of this broadcast and wishes the Mobridge Pollock football team the best of luck this year.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your third grade classmate who sticks up for you against that bully. The neighbor who gives you a jump start. And the friend who chases away that flock of geese at your outdoor wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and the not so good. And who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. We're here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Doug Heil of Mobridge, 845-3603.
What's wrong?